whatever. Die Teuben is net geweest en bla 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 bla. Komt erop neer dit nieuwe vlokken dan wat ik maak, dat gaat ook niet 100%. Nou, hij is ook alweer blanco, zag ik wel. Dus ik bewaar ze gewoon voor als ik weer Facebook heb, dan kan ik ze daarop pleuren. Ja toch? Maar wacht even. Even 2 tellen, hè. Want ik heb van mama natuurlijk kip gekregen en een biefstukje, man. Nou, maar ja, die moet toch even ontdooien. Ik ben soep aan het ontdooien. Maar ik heb alles al klaar staan, hoor. Heyo. Ja toch? Ik zit daar naar iets te kijken, joh. Vreed. Ja, dat is gewoon, maar ik bedoel, ik ken al die gasten wel. Uit Octagon. The Hurt Business heet die. Ja, met Jones en weet ik het allemaal. Tito. Ik neem hem wel even met, want anders weet ik het wel weer. Zo. Ja, The Hurt Business. Maar, wat moet ik het nou weer even hebben dan? Zo. Kijk. CROMA. Daar laat een biefstukje met even ontdooien. Soep met even ontdooien. Ja, die staat natuurlijk even aan voor. Later. Eerst maar eens even deze kippetjes. Hij staat nog niet aan, dus dat kan morsen. Ja, nou ja, laat mij nou maar. Dit ben kipkruden. En die gaan erover gaan. Hup. Een beetje peper. Hup. Mijn dobbelsteen. Ja toch? Oude geile, hè? Oude geile trut. Dat me niet verbaasd als het mijn vos is. Uit Breda. Nou? Avondje nak. Maar vervelend, man. Maar zo, in ieder geval, kijk, met CROMA, lekker zo meteen nog wat soep, een biefstukje even ontdooien voor vanavond onder de wedstrijd. En zo meteen doe ik altijd nog even, misschien 30 seconden, ene kant, andere kant. En dan gooi ik die pan nog even onder de grill. Ja. Maar ja, zo heeft iedereen wat. Nou, is dit maar even niet. Ik blijf het daar lekker fit. Ik blijf echt vet fucking fit. Ik ga morgen naar mijn moeder, samen met mijn broertje. Heyo. Joehoe. 3 minuten maar. Ik denk, ik ben al een kwartier aan het vloggen, joh. Nou. Vloggen. Nee, joh, dit komt ook niet goed. Wat wou je dat? Teuben TV dat maar wel. Ik snap dat niet, jongens. Het is toch plagiaat, stelen. Stelen van mijn filmpjes, verdienen er geld met. Ze breken in en ze verwijderen gewoon al mijn accounts. Want er zit een knopje inderdaad. Ik hef mijn vlokkanaal op. Nou, hij is op drukt. Nou, zo doen maar. Ik heb wel alles verteld in de reclassering. Wat ze ermee doen gaan. Hey, Joost mag het weten. Een beetje saus erbij niet? Heyo. Huppakee, trek aan die veters. Ach, maar ben ik ook een vieze vreter. Nou, klaar. Die broccoli heb ik al lang op. Met die paar repels. Ja toch? Wel een lekker slaafvinkje trouwens. Maar nee, dat biefstukje dat hebben we wel verdiend. Dat hebben we wel verdiend. Kijk. Blazer, jongen, hier bij die deur. Ik zweer het, ik steek die stekker erin. Nee, de vet van John. Van wie?
In August, the press conference of the upcoming UFC 182 was held. Jones and Cormier finally got a chance to size each other up. Things escalated quickly as the two fighters met face to face at center stage.
Hoppakee, ja, bam! Vechten, ja, dan allee!
Despite the melee, the status of the fight remains unchanged. However, both fighters were given serious fines, as well as community service.
You're the scum of the earth. You are a terrible human being, but you can sure turn it on, huh?
Thank you.
I actually admire that you can actually be this fake, and like when the TV comes on, how you can just change. It's like you're brilliant.
Ja, maar gewoon een vlees game maken, klap bij.
Life threat to the mainstream media,
The fact that you're a pussy hasn't changed.
including ESPN Sports Center.
I wish they would let me next door so I could spit in your face.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that.
You could never kill me.
Oh, I bet you I could.
Cormier is a tough opponent, and previous confrontations have made it personal.
Kill you if you spit in my face.
Yeah, let's try that, John.
Literally kill you.
Let's try that, John.
I'm not saying I will fight you. I said I will kill you. If
John,
you do some
so John, do you think I'm just gonna sit there and let you kill me, John? I mean, really?
Higher! Go, go, go! 5 seconds, finish strong!
The best liver kick that I see is from...
Ja, dit is wel leuk hoor. Moet ik over hier. Maar het duurt best lang. 2 uur. Maar het gaat gewoon over nu. Nou, vechten die nou nog steeds vechten. Ik bedoel, Jones is nog steeds wereldkampioen. The Hurt Business. 2 uur. Netflix.
Earlier in the day, Sarah received a call from the UFC matchmaker. She has been offered to fight Miesha Tate, one of the top-ranked fighters in the world.
Ja.
It will be the challenge Sarah has prepared for.
Reset, back neutral, 1 step back, come back in. That's it. She accounting for elbows and down pressure?
Dan heb je Cyborg nog.
In college, you had a fiance. Was it easy for you to get along with him because he was a wrestler also?
Yeah, he understood everything, you know? Like, he knew the stress and pressure I was under. There's so many things that go unspoken between two athletes. Like, I would never have any question of how he was feeling, what was going on, what was he experiencing. And the same thing is vice versa. Like, you just have a different understanding of it.
Toch uit elkaar 5 jaar.
What happened in September of 2004?
He'd gotten into Columbia Law School, and we were driving to go move all of my stuff there. And for whatever reason, the car veered off the road, and I tried to correct it, and I overcorrected it, and it rolled, and I got injuries. We were both ejected from the vehicle, and he passed away.
Overleden ze.
We were planning on getting married, so I lost him and everything that he brings to the world, and then I also lost all of our future plans, children we would have had together, you know, like all the things that happened throughout the course of a lifetime. So I just went through like a really, really bad time, struggling to come to terms with things, you know, like this is what happened in life. This is your life. And whether you like it or not, this is how it's going. And, you know, I really started to review and realize like what life really is all about. You gonna brush your teeth? You want help?
No, ma'am.
You kind of grow up thinking that certain things are expected. You know, like, oh, if you work really hard, good things will come to you. And if you're a really good person, you'll find somebody to be with and then it'll last forever. And, you know, like, we don't realize that we're living, you know, or we're envisioning the fairy tale, but we kind of are. And then something happens that just kind of like wipes all that out. And You just have to figure out, okay, like, this isn't something that is outside of the range of life. This is life. This is what it's about. Life offers some really, really wonderful, beautiful things, but it's almost pretty much part of the package that you go through the really extremely difficult ones too.
I love new.
Do you ever get scared that if you get injured fighting, you might not be there for your daughter?
It's something I definitely worry about. You only get one brain, so will I be able to be there for her?
Throughout professional MMA's existence, maintaining a fighter's health has always been a challenge. Many careers have been cut short as a result of injury.
When I first refereed, the real two rules there was no biting and no eye gouging. Everything else was allowed. I was put in there by Horian, not because he thought I was going to be this great referee. He actually told me, he said, you're not squeamish about people getting hurt. And so I guess that was my qualifying factor. The corner could stop the fight by throwing in the towel, or the fighter could stop the fight by tapping out. But in no way was the referee supposed to stop the fight. Then it got to the point where I had guys getting hurt in a significant fashion, and they did not have the ability to defend themselves. I was screaming at corners to throw towels, but fighters said, don't you ever throw the towel, so they're not going to throw the towel. And now the fighter is unconscious, and I'm supposed to just let him get hit. It was ridiculous. And it was the point where when it got, all over with, I said, hey, thank you very much. I will never do that again. It was not sport. The show itself back there was a spectacle.
And as a spectacle, it shocked the world. When it shocked the world, we created a lot of critics. One independently was a politician who said we were human cockfighting.
John McCain, the senator from Arizona. Piece of dirt.
It's the most brutal thing in the world, and it needs to stop immediately. And then when he was asked if he had ever watched one, he said no.
McCain can't straighten out his elbows, wave his own ass. So what's he gonna know about mixed martial arts?
Don't trust a word a politician says, especially when he's trying to save you from yourself.
We were in a lot of political pressure. We ended up in federal court.
The cable networks took us off the air, with the exception of DirecTV. So we went from the fastest growing pay-per-view in history to now lucky to get 50,000 buys.
You can't tell me that anything is a true sport if you can kick somebody in the balls, basically.
I saw Gary Goodrich fighting the Pedro.
But he did
pretty well. In his cup, squeezing his cojones. They start realizing we got to change something here.
I made up a list of 18 different rules. And those 18 rules, some of them were stupid rules just for me to try to give fluff to say, oh, you can't do this. Some of them were good rules. All these things were just, an attempt to try to get people to understand, yes, there's rules involved with it. You can regulate these rules, and this is not the barbaric action that you think it is.
The conclusion was, not only you have to put time limits to control the amount of time, which I understand and respect, not what I think is best for a real fight, but it's necessary for the show. The other thing is you can't no longer put a huge fighter against a little guy. Because if it's a 5-minute round, by the time the big guy gets tired, the round is over. So it, for me, lost its purpose because it's no longer a comparison of styles, became a show of entertainment. This is why I decided to sell my interest in the company, which I don't regret.
My name is Lorenzo Fertitta. I'm the UFC's chairman and CEO. And to my right, of course, is Dana White, our president.
The greatest day in the history of mixed martial arts was the day that Dana White and Lorenzo and Frank Fertitta bought the UFC.
No.
Had they not bought the UFC and done what they did with it, even suffering in the beginning themselves with trial and error, we would not be where we're at today. The sport would be dead in this country. It would be underground. We wouldn't be having this interview, and I truly believe that. They are the saviors of the sport.
Any entertainment business, there has to be a balance. I used to tell this to gyms, hey, you need to support me too. You can't just send all your fighters to the UFC. You need to support us, because if you only end up with one buyer, what's that going to do to the industry? The league can control
UFC and Bellator.
Bellator is a relatively new organization. It started in 2008. I came in the infancy stage. My first fight, the cards were getting jumped over by high school girls softball games, and then Scott Coker took over in 2014. Very successful until the UFC